binary star hero. Because this game is very much designed to like piss me off. Chat, I'm a mental illness queen, and clearly the developer decided when making this to throw in every trope and shit that I hate into this quote-unquote short otome game, okay? I'm the main character, and I am the only female on the internet that ever plays fucking games, especially slop games like these, and, you know, developer, fucking Chan decided to just piss me off with this game, okay? This was a personal attack onto me. Hero is a Western toei game involving superheroes, with one of its main themes being the deconstruction of superheroes, and I really hate deconstructing superheroes as a genre. I think in the past 20 years or so, it is a really overplayed genre of cape shit that I have come to despise. What if Superman, but evil? What if Batman, but evil? What if Spider-Man, but evil? I'm done. I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired, chat. It is on the same level of annoyance that I have with, like, what if superhero, but realistic? Like, no. Enough. I'm done. Okay? I'm like 𝓔𝓷𝓭, just without the 𝓔𝓷𝓭 fetish, okay? So, my opinion can be absolutely disregarded, but I like my superheroes to be positive things. They're not infallible deities or gods. They're people with flaws who struggle in their attempt at embodying, upholding, or defending the form of good that they symbolize, okay? So I enjoy cape shit like the 𝓤𝓷𝓬𝓸𝓏 trilogy because there's or Tiger and Bunny, because they're true and blue heroes. For all the times life bends these dudes over and fucks them raw, they never forget their jobs as heroes, okay? Now, Binary Star is not nearly so starry-eyed and optimistic as the examples that I've just given. You can tell it's very inspired by The Boys, specifically the TV show, that, dare I say, is the inferior version. Except for season 1, which is actually an entirely different show compared to the other seasons that just kind of meander around before it turned full on, like, the writers thinly veiled fetish episodes. Binary Star is the main love interest of the game, and he's just basically Homelander, but like the Tumblr sexy man version. He's just the Tumblr sexy man version of Homelander. That's what the fuck this character is, okay? You can't tell me like, yeah, actually he's inspired by Captain America and All Might. No. He's not inspired by like Captain America and All Might. No, it's Homelander. This is Homelander. Okay, the backstory is pretty similar. He works for an organization he hates. His powers are the exact fucking same, in the sense that they're like a very cursory glance of Superman's powers, like heat vision, super hearing, mind reading, super strength, flight, all that. He has mommy and daddy issues, only he's not like a fucking gooner with a fine body. He's just this mutant, this egg, this person. Okay, look at him. Fucking egg. Nick is that like, he doesn't want to be a hero, he never wanted to be, so his civilian form kind of reflects his true thoughts, tired and dead on the inside, much like me. His superhero form is like overconfident and happy because it's a corporate show persona astroturfed by the government. Everyone in this game looks really ugly, and for some reason we're taking design notes from Eek and over-rendering everyone's teeth, and it fucking looks terrifying every time they speak or smile. And for some reason the they-them space prince has lips that look like a puckered anus as well. I don't know why. I pretty much have a love-hate relationship with the writing in this game. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't like it either. It reads like fanfiction to the point where, and I shit you not, the first half of this game takes place at a coffee shop. I don't know, this character brings out all kinds of fucking anger in me. Cause I'm like, this shit wasn't funny in the 90s, it's not funny now, god damn it. I don't like the stupid, like, annoying fucking, like, useless male trope. I fucking hate it. Ugh. It fills me with grime, it fills me with grease, I dislike it. I will fucking spontaneously combust. That's how fucking filled with rage I am. God, this thing is so fucking useless. I don't like this thing. I don't like this subhuman fucking mutant. I hate you. I despise you. God, I fucking hate this thing. And it does the stupid faces that aren't endearing. You're just fucking annoying. I don't like looking at your face. I don't like its mouth moving. I don't like seeing it in motion. It's just that fucking annoying. We're playing a coffee shop AU of The Boys, only no one is hot and everyone looks terrifying. You play as a supervillain on the run, but it's not a preset character. It's a self-insert main character, which I don't really like either. Not only that, but you are a shitty small-time villain. You don't get any cool powers or like fancy tech. Nothing. Nada. You are basically this Tumblr sexy man's bitch, because he gets teleportation powers, but you don't get dick. And for the smartass that this game writes you as, I really don't get why we don't get at least like a cool fuck you power to put the rest of these schmucks in their place. And this game just continues to deny me. It cucks me, chat. I don't know why this game enjoys cucking me, but it really fucking does. I dislike this ugly fucking homunculi staring into my soul. It's actually fucking angry. I'm so angry, I want to challenge this thing to a fucking gentleman's duel. I want to duel you. I want to challenge you to a gentleman's duel, so when I win, I can banish you from these fucking lands. That's how much you irritate me. That's how much you fucking aggravate me. You disgusting subhuman homunculi. So, like, a good portion of the game is you pretty much just pathetically simping for the depressed Tumblr sexy man, or like being a cowardly cunt to the mean Tumblr sexy man. I don't know. I feel like this game would be infinitely better if I could blow someone's brains or penis out. They did it in The Boys. For now, I'm just gonna go through the shit I really didn't like. And as a side note, I'm gonna call Haley a she. Likewise, I'm gonna refer to the main character as a she. I already know they're supposed to be like ambiguous, androgynous, whatever the fuck. But that's my headcanon. It's fine if it's wrong. I really don't give a fuck. Haley is written as your like best friend. She's the one your character terribly banters with during the first half of the game. I audibly groan every time I read this fucking dialogue because it physically hurts me. It causes psychic damage to me. Okay.
Don't worry about it, your name. Just keep being a kick-ass barista and we are cool.
I sigh, glancing at the clock again.
Don't get too impatient, you still have a full 5 left to go.
Feels like forever.
Maybe you should pick up a more exciting job then.
Haha, working is terrible anyway. Working like sucks. I don't have to work so sad. Aren't I relatable? But not working right now. Aren't I relatable?
She's very obviously some kind of supervillain who has an axe to grind against superheroes, and is very much going to spew off like counter arguments as to why supes are like really bad in this world, even though I don't really need the mouthpiece that is Haley to tell me that, okay? This game has about as much subtlety and nuance as a sledgehammer to the face, okay? Haley, I really don't need the backup support. I get it. It also just has like this really weird identity crisis in regards to the main character. Like, they have the backstory of being like this small time kind of villain, right? But also everyone kind of knows them. You know, this basic street level villain with presumably a lot of gadgets and skills and know-how, or rather like she's the henchman to a super villain by the name of Double, who is abusive and awful to her, but after a while decides to leave, once realizing the evil Tumblr sexy man is never going to change his ways. Okay, so we already have it established in like the little prologue paragraph thing that hurts my eyes.
There is this ugly comic book pop filter on everything, even the obvious stock photo backgrounds, but I think the worst of it is when you're hit in the prologue text and after story text with it, because the font chosen makes it hard to read thanks to the pop filter dots and white outline clashing, and for some ungodly reason this bright yellow is used for your chosen name, making the color clash worse. I really wish the text box was just a solid lilac and the text was a solid black for these scenes. I'm getting PTSD flashbacks to 𝓔𝓷𝓭 horribly formatted character pages.
That she is smart enough to have her family moved away, and not only their identities, but her identities changed, okay? So that way she can go and play coffee shop AU in the city of Townsville. Alright? Right? We're up to speed on that. But the narrative wants her to be like this snarky, bratty, sensitive, like ooh bean that can't handle blood. She also cannot do like 2 + 2 = 4 and figure out that this Tumblr sexy man is binary star. I don't know why. It's like, I have to read through like the insane amount of Olympic level mental gymnastics this woman has to go through to justify to themselves that Binary Star and the Tumblr Sexy Man are not the same person. In the mind of a crazy person, you are reading the inner monologue of a fucking crazy person. They also freak out at this information, and it's why. Supposed to be like the confident girl boss who can like do it all and keep your cool under pressure and like has connections in the criminal. What am I reading? What am I? What is this?
I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't for the fact that narratively there is a lot of information the main character should know on account of being a supervillain but just doesn't. Which makes the story really annoying at points. There are aliens that attack the city. I get it, there are street-level supervillains, so intergalactic threats and all that aren't on their radar, but you'd think they'd at least be aware of these threats for several safety reasons, and the fact that they chose to move here in order to get away from supervillain bullshit. Likewise, the fact that they seem to be unaware of the truth behind superheroes because their supervillain crew/evil Tumblr husbando hid it from them to protect them. Which is super dumb and only brought up to do two things. 1. Address the very glaring fact that you, a supervillain, should have been aware that Binary Star actively kills supervillains. And 2. Flimsy proof double loves you. This game wants to have its cake and eat it too, leading to a lot of narratively jarring shit.
This weird like Saints Row reboot thing where it really doesn't want to commit to the idea of the main character being a bad person, because then the story can't narratively happen. And like, why then do they have to be a villain? Because you really don't want to commit to the idea of them being a villain. Why are they a villain? Why can they not just be a civilian? Like the massive post at the beginning of the game where it basically just tells you, well, I steal, but only from people who deserve it, and I never steal from poor people, cause that's super wrong, and I have morals, I'm a thief with morals, teehee, I'm a good person. Did I tell you how much of a good person I am? It's so annoying, it's so grating. Can we just own the fact that this woman, man, whatever the fuck you want to call this bitch, is a bad person? I don't really care if they steal from the poor. I don't really care if they enjoy eating while watching others starve. I don't care if they relish in class division. It's okay. You're a villain. I really did not expect you to be a good person. It's okay to be a bad person.
Damn if those lands aren't cool though. I can't resist a good sneaker even if it's on the least deserving person.
Bro, this is how I know your ass is broke and a massive fucking poser. Layans ain't even a real brand.
Maybe I should just steal them when he takes his afternoon nap in the storage room. How about it? Want to be my partner in crime?
I don't think I'm quite cut out for a life of villainy. Sorry to disappoint, Hal.
Don't worry about it your name. Just keep being a kick-ass barista and we are cool.
Can we not joke about stealing this kid's Jordans and just do it? Yoink it from this fucking Make-A-Wish kid. Villains really don't care if you have 6 months to live. You've got 5 more months to figure it out, Timmy. The side characters, their writing is just, ugh. It really pisses me off. They're written in a way that's less endearing and just more annoying. Oh, I'm a pathetic male who spends all my money on Funko Pops and superhero memorabilia like a fucking nerd. And then it's so funny. And then, I'm the cool female girl boss, God, you're such a good employee, your name, unlike that useless fucking male that I refuse to fire, because, I'm a good person. Did I mention what a good, smart, and wonderful person that I am? I'm sorry, I know she's, your designated palate cleanser to all the other, edgy and annoying characters, and for those who really want to LARP as a lesbian in this game, but personally, she just comes across as really insincere and annoying, and the story just brings too much focus on this non-existent relationship the player and her are supposed to have. At least 6 hours of gameplay before I buy that we are really close friends who have this blossoming relationship that turns into love. There is no emotional investment on my side of things, and that's why she's getting cucked. Circle of protection against the penis. Chat, okay? Do it with me now. Say it with me now. Circle of protection against the penis. banish it, explode it, come on, will it into existence, an exploding penis. She's really fucking scared of this dude. I can't realistically be like, fuck you, I spit in your mouth, Moid. I can't do that. It just feels so out of character, because she's like so fucking terrified of this like little angry man. Little angry fucking like Tumblr sexy man. It feels wrong. It feels wrong to pick like all the snarky like bitchy fucking responses. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect them to be so bitch made after all that like earlier talk in the fucking cafe. Two separate like dialogues from like two separate fucking NPCs. I really did expect like the Marvel snappy like come back to the Tumblr sexy man like, ha, cringe! And then like the fucking Tumblr sexy man just like punches her in the fucking face. Like he straight up goes like, violence? Nah, I wanna make this domestic in the streets. That really doesn't happen. Shit, we don't live in the good timeline where like violence against women, men, whoever is approved. It's only against the bad people, the people who deserve it, which is a shame. But this game is probably like what little chemistry the two leads have. I don't know. I can't buy that they're really interested in each other. I know that this is a yandere style game, and the runtime in this isn't exactly long, but I feel like I have more chemistry with the fucking resident glazer than the Tumblr sexy man. Cause so far your name's like made him coffee and she spills her spaghetti every time he fucking breathes while like hard coping about who he is as a person, and I'm just sitting here like, dude, you don't know him. I don't know him. You sure as fuck don't know him. So I don't understand where the fuck any of this like spaghetti is coming from, broski. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from inside the house? Is it? Is anybody home? What's going on here? What's happening? What are we doing? What are we doing here, bros? Talk to me. I do feel like had they been their own like established NPC, they'd be giving shit to ourselves for being such an easy mark. Like, you like him? What do you think you are? You're in a dating sim? Cringe! You know, they just give that fucking vibe with all this like annoying dialogue. And Ray, the fucking main boy, is just poor show all around. He's just poor showing from like all of you, bad. I give you an S. I give you an S for fucking schmuck, okay? Just S for like, what a fucking shame, okay? He just kind of exists for the prologue and then reacts passively to whatever the fuck we're babbling about. It's just not making my heart go doki doki, chat, okay? Like, Double gives the same vibe as that fucking Tumblr gif with the belt. You know the one that I'm talking about? He says like the generic like, oh, I'm the sexy daddy dom line, and then like fucking leaves after like being annoying. And then Haley is just over here gargling our fucking cock every time we speak. I don't know what we did to make her so down to clown with us, but she's a ride or die. And to be honest, I'm gonna start headcanoning that she just wants us to go through a dick detox and embrace lesbianism. Cause fuck these dudes, bro. Blaze wants to fuck you as a power play against Ray, and both myself and the character aren't really down for being used like that, okay? I'm glad that we have a little self-respect. Like, bro, I know what the game is, and I'm opting not to play. Player 2 does not enter the ring. Be a gone male. This shit about Blaze, and then watch Season on ironically be like the best character in this fucking game. I have to, like, another thing I have to note is that much like a fanfiction, the writing is very wordy. It's not quite Pillars of Eternity levels of, like, pretentious wordiness, but there's just so much internal dialogue that goes a bit overboard with the descriptions. There's so many times where I'm like, this could have been condensed to, like, a sentence. It's very reminiscent of the way, like, fanfiction is written, and I'm honestly waiting to read a line that goes, like, as my eyes locked deep in Ray's crimson orbs and blonde locks that perfectly framed his face, ... Now, with that being said, though, like, pacing-wise, this is not bad. It's really not that bad. I just think the prologue is kind of clunky because I feel like we spend way too much time in this fucking coffee shop and not enough time, like, exploring and getting to know people. Right now, I just feel like I'm in Silent Hill, where, like, none of us are allowed to leave the coffee shop until all the monsters and shit starts, like, showing up.
So, we are gonna cut to the kidnapping scene I mentioned where 𝓔𝓭 The evil Tumblr sexy man goes and kidnaps you amidst the chaos of an alien/monster attack where you learn binary star's true identity. If that's a spoiler, I'm sorry you're not gonna make it. Double basically is the kind of yandere where they have a psychotic love/hate relationship with the object of their affection. I'm not weeb enough to know the exact Japanese wording for this classification, but, being a yandere connoisseur, they are an abusive form of yandere that leans more into the yan or crazy kind of love rather than the dare. The appeal of this is someone who's relentless in the pursuit of their love interest and unwillingness to ever let them go, and any act of betrayal they will never let you live down. It's basically just BPD. As a yandere connoisseur, garbage as take on a yandere and into the woodchipper it belongs, and those who enjoy this kind of yandere should just be taken out back, man, and let nature's AR-15 do the rest. This leads to a scene where your name wakes up all groggy and confused, with Double explaining that he wants your name to suffer retribution for leaving them via Yakuza-style torture where you're gonna get not one little piggy but all three chopped off. Until Binary Star shows up and fucking beams all of them. It's basically this scene from The Boys Diabolical. That's when you can decide to either push the mutant freak into having a mental breakdown by denying him pussy or just thank him for not letting your fingers get taken by the evil Tumblr sexy man. I don't know, the scene felt very tame. Hear me out. The end result is Binary Star fucking kills everyone inside and leaves no survivors except Double, who straight up instant transmissions out of there. I feel like it could have been even more intense to justify the end result. I know. Reach coming from a yandere, but personally this just has no payoff. Things happen, and it all feels so undeserved. Double Trouble finds you, not because you genuinely fucked up and let him know your location. He finds you because the plot needs him to find you. Binary Star's love we didn't earn by this point in the story, and this scene only cheapens after the big reveal. Like they're supervillains, so I'm expecting really retarded over-the-top Green Goblin tier.
Spider-Man! This is why only fools are heroes. Because you never know when some lunatic will come along with the sadistic choice. Let die the woman you love, or suffer the little children. Make your choice, Spider-Man, and see how a hero is rewarded.
Don't do it, Goblin!
We are who we choose to be. Now choose!
We're fully focused on Ray, and I kind of hate this, but I also kind of like it. I don't love it, just like, because it really does cut out a lot of the bullshit from the other parts, but at the same time, you're just dragged to this, like, apartment set piece with nothing to really do, and then Ray gives you this passive-aggressive snipe about, like, playing with a fucking kitty cat in your room, like, oh, you're playing with a kitty cat, well, I'm out saving lives, huh? So you're having fun with the fucking kitty cat, and it's like, bro, I don't got no Nintendo, I don't have no Switch 2, not even a Switch 1, I don't even have a fucking PlayStation, no Xbox, bro, I don't even have a Steam Deck, like, there is not shit to do, okay? I ain't got nothing to do in this bitch, okay? So yes, I'm playing with the little kitty cat. No, you're not gonna make me feel bad. Do we have any other stupid fucking questions that I need to answer today at this time? It's like, bro, get off your period, like, what the fuck? I don't like a lot of these scenes while you're in the apartment, to be honest, because it's literally just you not doing shit as the story forces itself to continue on, even though, like, nothing really happens. Nothing really happens. They're all just kind of like fluffy scenes that they don't do it for me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what any of you people have to say. Ugh. I just want to get out of the apartment. I'm not gonna lie. Like, get me out of the apartment, bros. Let me out. Please. Let me escape. I need to be free. I need to be a woman. Please. I want out of the fucking apartment, bros. I am tired of being in the fucking Silent Hill apartment. Get me out. Now. The worst part of this shit is when the game decides to, like, kind of grab a spoonful of deep lore. And you ready, chat? Because here comes the airplane. It's gonna shove that shit right into your fucking blowhole, bro. Like, fistful of lore, and you better swallow it the fuck down. Do not spit it out, you little quitter. You better choke it down, because it is just gonna give it to you raw. What is that? Are you a fucking jihadist? Like, oh my god. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Wait a minute, 2025 minus 16. This happened like 16 years ago. And I'm like, 2009. Wait, the Afghan War? Like, the fantasy version of, like, Barack Obama was like, we need to send superheroes down to fucking Afghanistan in, like, jihadist fucking gear to go and defeat Al-Qaeda or some shit. I was like, bro, what the actual fuck is this lore? So, this motherfucker went and served in the Afghan war. Like, he just was in full-on, like, burqa and everything, murdering fucking terrorists. Because at first I was like, wait a minute, was he part of Desert Storm? And then I remembered, no, that's 91. What the fuck happened in 2009? The Afghan War. So, like, it's just canon in this world that, like, Barack Obama straight up was like, nah, we gotta send superheroes down to Afghanistan, bro. And they gotta deal with, like, the fucking, like, Islamic terrorist threat in Afghanistan, bros. I don't know what to say about that. I literally don't know what to say about that. Thank you for your service, man. What the fuck is this game? What am I doing here? I don't know. Oh, and the binary hero has basically been stalking you for like 3 years, and his grand plan was to basically live a double life for the sake of the waifu, and the waifu was supposed to like pick which of the two that they had liked better, and that would be Ray, the original, or Binary Star, the fucking hero. The writer really just sat there and was like, how many ifs and isms do I want, like, this, like, fucking faceless NPC to embody? Well, I want to be racist, I want to be homophobic. Do I want him to be anti-Semitic? I don't know. Because we already have the jihadist fucking superhero over there in the corner, so I think that might be a little much. But I do want to be misogynistic, and an alcoholic, but I don't think that's enough. I think we also need him to be an abuser and a child molester. Yeah, I think the child molester really just brings it all together. And I don't know, I just think back to like the first interaction where he's like, sorry babe, I have to go to work. Chernobyl fucking bombing happening in the background. And I'm like, I feel like that should have been dwelled on a little more. I feel like we should have just asked a little more questions in regards to that, because the way that your character just kind of brushes that shit off is fucking insane. Bro, I would be asking like, I'm sorry, are you like the fucking Boston bomber? What the actual fuck do you mean that you are leaving off into the direction of said bombing? Like, what? Said fucking like Chernobyl disaster happening in the background where all you hear are like the fucking like demons of hell rising from Earth. Like, I need answers. I need answers, because either you're a fucking superhero or the feds have already fucking tapped my house, bro. I literally do not understand like how the fuck he thought he could get away with all that. I don't know, like, I'm just processing the fact his character even fucking like knew that he was Binary Star was because they fucking Mr. Magoo'd their way into figuring it out after being high on fucking copium the entire time. And I'm like, bro, why is this character so fucking dumb? Why is this character like actually fucking dumb? What is this game, bro? What is this game? Okay, so, and I also don't like any of the endings. As we near the end of the game, we are basically rushing through all of the content that this game has to offer.
There are 3 endings for 𝓤/Binary Star. 1 good, 1 bad, 1 A. The whole point of his route is that you really don't know who he is as a person, and the question becomes, do you accept the false facsimile that masks itself as human, or the real man behind the mask, Ray? Even with his flaws. You might like the message behind the endings. I feel like going, well, the you not knowing him is the point, is just a cop-out, and kinda pisses me off since it took me 6 hours to play this and the game just tells me, of course you don't know him. You just met Silly Billy. Teethy. Fuck off.
Then we get after stories that are text only. That are like, after story, he lets the aliens invade, right? Because his big Uber plan in the game's like bad ending is revealed that he's gonna let the alien monsters that are invading Earth kill off the human race, and then he's gonna murder the fucking aliens once he's done, and it's just basically like pulling a fucking Dr. Manhattan, okay? He's gonna chill in the ruins of the Earth as it is purged of all the filth that exists upon it, and be all alone. And finally feel, you know, free or whatever. I'm not joking when I say this. So, the only way you can stop him from letting him exterminate the human race, you really have to be like, I will fuck you if you save the planet. And he just kind of goes awooga and fucking monkey brains his ass off to go fight the invading aliens after they should have went and like fucking domed the other heroes who are like vaguely implied to be dead.
So it was like a 7.5 game.
I got Vietnam War flashbacks looking at this, and I feel like I still do. Like, I'm still experiencing the PTSD because I was like, what the fuck does this remind me of? Like, it took me a minute to like process, like, what am I getting reminded of? And then I remembered, oh, fucking Moon over June, bro. I am literally getting reminded of Moon over June, and I don't know how to feel about that.